Hi everybody. So if you'll notice, it's a lot darker in here now than when I began filming, than what you'll see in my tutorial. So fear not, the sun is setting for the intro. I did go and pick up the Wet n Wild brand spanking new Poster Child 8-pan palette, and I have to say, this has been one of my favorite palettes I have used in a very long time. Very, very reminiscent to me of the Wet n Wild I Love Matte palette. Better than the Comfort Zone in quality. Definitely better than Petal Pusher and Blue Had Me at Hello in quality. Now, obviously the colors are very, very vibrant, so they may not be for everybody, but the colors also have a softness to them. They're not like putting on, makeup artist pigments, indie pigments, sugar pill pigments, things of that nature. So if you are brand new to color, this will still have a gorgeous softness and wearability. Maybe you want to try out a fun pop of color under the lash line with a neutral look to sort of give this palette a go. It's colorful, it's versatile, you can create so many looks and blend colors together for very fun, very gorgeous looks. I think most of the colors in here are very pigmented for what they are. The palette only costs, well, I think it went up in price compared to what they were charging initially, but I think it's like $5.49. So let's just go ahead and get into the tutorial so I can share with you my excitement over this Poster Child palette. So I hope that you enjoy this. I kind of feel like I'm back. I feel like I finally fell in love with a drugstore product again that works just as well as some of my other favorites. Any color on my brow bone. I'm sorry I'm going to be boring. I'm going to go ahead and take the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow in the shade Brulee, which is a fabulous sort of creamy tan, peachy flesh tone color. Tap off the extra. Sometimes Wet n Wild shadows can be a little dusty, and I'm taking the Volume Tools 785. They can be dusty, but they perform, so that's the most important thing, really. If you're a little bit more adventurous than myself, you can probably play around with this pink or this yellow, especially also if you have darker skin. That would probably be absolutely gorgeous on you. But today I'm actually going to be going ahead and starting off with this pale pink brow bone color on myself. And we are going to play with this in the transition or crease shade. This is very similar to the Strawberry Bonbon shade that came in the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. So it's one of those milky, creamy pinks. So I know green is not exactly the cousin of Baby Doll Pink, but I'm going to be going ahead and taking this gorgeous sort of jungly green eyeshadow shade. This sort of reminds me of MAC's Newly Minted, which was discontinued 1.5 years ago. And it was in the old Pride palette, I do believe. And not this exact color. This is a much more satin version, much more toned down. Off the top of my head, this color has excellent color payoff, but would be much more vivid over a white cream color base. Now, I flipped the brush over to the clean side. You don't have to use a lot of brushes if you just utilize them correctly. But we took this gorgeous red shade called the Crease shade, and we basically just placed this on the eyelid. Be sure to sort of blend it back and forth into the blue on the lids to create just this very slight kind of purpley transition, so that it blends together well. Be sure not to over saturate or blend it into the green right here, because then you'll get sort of like an ashy cool tone brown. For the eyeliner, I'm taking the Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics pencil in the shade Feather. Now, I did watch the Julie G review of all the OCC pencils, and while I have to agree that this is very creamy and highly pigmented in a very bright white, I know she mentioned that it's also a very firm pencil, and I'm somebody who actually can't put something that is super smudgy and creamy in the waterline because it just runs off of me. Now for the eyeliner, I took the Physicians Formula Green Eye Stack. I took the purple gel liner right in here. Obviously purple is the opposite of green, so it's going to bring the color out if you happen to have green or gold in your eyes. Because I really want the false lashes I'm applying to blend in with the eyeliner, I took the Tarte Amazonian Clay and put that on top. You could see just a hint of the purple more or less in person. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a little bit of this Brow Bone shade, this pretty yellow color, and my Volume Tool 716. I'm going to put this, what looks to be like a satin finish yellow. Yes, it is. With this eyelid shade. think that's kind of fun to play with the colors on the lower lash line, but just something kind of to like keep in mind. It's kind of hard to do too many colors because you have such a limited space to work with and you don't want to create a mess, muddy mess. So I'm going in with the crease color and I'm connecting that because we have this on the upper eyelid, so it'll create this very beautiful, well blended sort of look that just wraps around the eye. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara, and I love this gorgeous mascara. What makes it different from the original purple one is the fact that it is not as dry, sticky, or flaky, but this is kind of like waterproof in a sense without saying so. I think it's like there are some mascaras out there that are not marketed as waterproof but sort of work that way. Now, Kiss No. 1s are sold at the drugstore along with Wet n Wild products or Walgreens products, so these should be very easy for you to find. They're a fairly good deal because you're getting 2 pairs for the price of like 1.5 or 1 depending on what brand you buy. I'm taking a little bit more of my Tarte Amazonian Clay, and you want to do, this is not called tight lining, this is called backtracking or tracking the lash, where you're basically adding a line or a track of gel to cover the lash track or the track of glue. Now to bring this above just a simple rainbowy eye with some rainbow or with some gel liner, I'm going to be going ahead and taking Kitten eyeshadow. This is a dupe of a particular NARS color, which the name escapes me at the moment, but I'm going to be taking this purple and applying it with the, I think this is the 716, yes it is, and it is a slightly different and more pencil-y fine point shape than the 780. 780 is much more like the MAC 219. Something I am not a homewrecker, never dated a married guy, but it is the Pumpkin Poppy Cream Highlighter in Homewrecker, and it is a gorgeous light pink, better for you if you're cool tone skin. Now I'm going to put the warmth of my fingers into this product, which will sort of break it up and make it more pliable and blendable. Now the CC cream I use, the Perfect Truth CC cream, is so lightweight, the last thing you want to do is leave the house unblended. So when it comes to cream products, I use the warmth of my hands and all's good for the world. So for the blush, I want to get a little funky, a little creative, and since these colors were blendable, I think it might be fun to try them as blush, since they're so blush toned anyways. And I'm going to blend this really pretty pink and this red together. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Studio Stipple brush to create a custom blush. I love to use multi-purpose products, and I love to multi-purpose my products, whether they're marketed as such, as it's a better way to utilize everything. I'm going to go ahead and take Inglot Soft Precision Lip Liner in 68, and we're just going to go ahead and apply this to the lips as sort of a barrier between my natural lips or any lip moisture, so my lipstick stays on a lot better. Wet n Wild Mega Stays, I have the shade 903C, which I believe is called Just Peachy. They used to not print the names on them, and that's the batch I have. 969, which is called 24 Karat Gold. If you're an avid gloss lover or somebody who has very dry lips, I fully understand applying that gloss. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my look, and thank you for watching.
I have been and many plans yet to begin, but all I want to